Hey YouTube world, it's me Evelyn. Decided to come on the internet today and obviously talk about the Zimmerman trial. I was out living my life. I wasn't gonna sit there and watch the results being given out like an episode of Top Model or something. Like, I was like, let me just continue to live life. And I will find the results out through the internet or, of course, through text message. So that's what I was doing. I was not sitting there watching. No shade if you were. I'm just saying. My dad didn't say anything else. All he texted was, "This is a sad evening." And then my mom said, "Can't believe it. He killed a teenager. Vengeance belongs to God. And may he be tormented mentally." So yeah, that's what my parents said, in case you're wondering. My mind always goes to what happens next. The world keeps spinning, and what am I gonna do about it? But be shocked and tweet a couple things. But after I get the tweets out my system, my mind goes to what happens next. Can you imagine? Now this sounds like the intro to a horrible joke, but stay with me. George Zimmerman walks into a bar. Can you imagine being a bartender? Being a waitress at Waffle House or IHOP or something, and George Zimmerman walks in ready to be seated? I just want to know how long he has to be in hiding before he comes out. He has, what, $500,000 in donations that is now free for him to use, so he might buy security, like security guards or something. I don't know what he's going to do, but imagine what that's like. So if I was a waitress at IHOP, imagine, would I walk away? Would I seat him? Let's say you work in the drive-thru window at Chick-fil-A. George Zimmerman comes in that same SUV, rolling to your window, and you're like, "Is this for real?" "No, I won't take your order. I won't." What do you do? The truth of the matter is the verdict has been given. Trayvon Martin is dead. He been dead. And Zimmerman will walk the streets as a free man. So my mind goes to, what is it like to walk the streets as a free man when you've just been in a high-profile case for killing an unarmed teenager? Can you imagine being his neighbor? Did the property value just plummet? The Martins gonna do they still live in that neighborhood? I don't know. If I was rich, and I'm talking out the wazoo rich, the type of rich where you can't possibly use all that money in your lifetime, I would buy them a new house somewhere. Please leave Florida. Please leave. At least buy them a vacation to just rest. Soul is weary. What happens next? There's always that person who makes that Facebook status, "Changing your profile pic to black ain't gonna do nothing. Trayvon Martin's still dead." Okay, so y'all are angry now, but in 2 weeks you're gonna be watching Love and Hip Hop and you're not gonna care. There's always that person. I'm like, let me just strike you swiftly in the larynx. If you bring absolutely nothing of value to the table one way or another, please exit. Please just take yourself out of the conversation. You're just trying to be relevant in a time where you are anything but. So, what can we do as regular people? Sometimes we feel hopeless, you know what I'm saying? We're not professional activists. We don't read Audre Lorde papers on the daily. I didn't go to grad school for African American studies. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not in the trenches. What I say, and all I know how to do, is to live a life of revolutionary love. And what that means is you make a point to correct people. I don't care if you do it nicely or not. I don't know your style. But change the way people talk about black people. So for me, revolutionary love sometimes looks like me verbally and openly and publicly correcting an older African person, an adult, when they talk shady, sideways about an African American. You all know that my family is not from the U.S. And if you are also from an African family, but you were born or raised in the U.S., you know that there's some clash between African Americans and Africans from Africa closely in the generation. Like immigrants, basically. I will always correct you. Please do not talk sideways about my brothers and sisters. These African American children, all they do is da da da. I will stop. It's not okay. What is that? That's white supremacy. That's them. They're black also. Feeding into that idea that black people are lazy. They only care about looking good. They don't care about working hard. They're suspicious. They're a threat. They're violent. They always be in a crime, etc., etc. That's them feeding into that. So I gotta correct them. And that's how I show my revolutionary love. So sometimes it's scary because, you don't want to get thrashed by an African grown-up. But that's all I can do as a regular girl living in this world. So I'm gonna go. Leave comments, but say whatever you want to say. And I'll read them, okay? Have a good day. Bye.